Hey guys, it's Nate, aka the Foot Accountant. Welcome back to the channel. We're one day away from the next League of Team of the Season in FC 26, but what stands out to me the most is how EA is missing the mark. With these leaked SBCs that we're going to look at today, why are they not better is the question that I'm asking, or more unique. What is there to lose by EA putting out SBC content that just seems like the same SBCs that we just had? I'll show you the comparisons. It looks like it's just another week of Team of the Season, maybe even worse. Now, there is one big SBC that is leaked, but even his card could be compared to other TOTS SBCs that we've had in this game. Beyond that, one of our favorite TOTS player picks is coming back today for Thursday content, and we have some very easy ways to make some coins today with Division Rivals rewards. We're going to talk about that and look at some other leaks in today's video. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up on the video, hype the video, and subscribe if you are new. Now, yesterday's content on Wednesday brought us a 3 playstyle plus Evo. A little bit of a surprise, to be completely honest. Of course, we're looking forward to the big max 90 Evo coming tomorrow with League One Team of the Season, that center back Evo. But yesterday we had the fullback takeover Evo, which actually might create a player that you could Evo again tomorrow. But this gives 3 playstyle pluses and takes your card to 90 rated. So if you're getting 3 playstyle pluses, how much more of a boost are you going to get for a center back Evo tomorrow? But that's what this Evo is doing. It's taking a right back, giving them center back position, quick step plus, the intercept plus, and then your very last playstyle plus is ping pass. So those are very good playstyle pluses for a right back. Like, honestly, I might just put this on a card like Fossey and still use him at right back instead of moving him to center back, because honestly, when you take a look at the stat boost that these cards get, they look decent, but most of your right backs probably you don't even want to play at center back because they're not tall enough. So that's kind of the confusing thing with this. I guess if there's a card in here that you're interested in boosting up, maybe just wait until tomorrow's Evo comes out to double check and make sure that it's not something that you're trying to do it in this and then put it in the Friday Evo. Now, you can see on Footbin, there are some nice chains people are creating with this, and the allure is the 3 playstyle pluses for sure. If you are going to take a right mid, right back like this Toure card or like this James Milner Evo, there's no way this is active, is it? No way. This is actually an Evo that you can do right now. That's incredible. I don't know if there's enough time to get it done with some of these Evos that are in rewards going to be expiring pretty soon, but maybe you don't even need one of those. That's impressive. You can take this Milner card from a silver all the way up to a 90 rated. I forget what I was even starting to say before that. That's actually pretty sick. But this Evo of financial or fullback takeover, not financial takeover, is the very last piece of the puzzle because it does give you that 3 playstyle plus boost. That's probably the best way to use this Evo, unless you're going to find another special card in your club, another Evo that you already have, and create a decent player through that. So not the craziest Evo, but at least it gives 3 playstyle pluses, and it is interesting. Now, let's go to SBCs, where we, of course, had the guaranteed Bundesliga TOTS player SBC. And my goodness, we opened up a bunch of these yesterday. The wait was maybe the worst that we have seen of any of the Team of the Season guaranteed packs released so far. Now, it was the cheapest that we've seen so far as well. Just an 85 with a Team of the Week or Team of the Season and an 86 rated squad. But guys, this was dubbed the Guaranteed Raum pack yesterday because he was one of like the 2 cards that we consistently saw. It was honestly almost like glitched feeling how many rounds we saw from this TOTS upgrade. Now, of course, with it being as cheap as it is worth doing. It's 60K, but I mean, that's not even a good representation of how easy it is to get this done. Open your 83 by 14s, open your 86 by 2 packs, and you're getting that SBC done pretty easy as long as you have a Team of the Week or 2 in your club, which once again, make sure you're doing the 84 plus Team of the Week on the daily just to help yourself with the menu grind. So that was very uneventful yesterday for a guaranteed TOTS pack, but at least was there. The other SBC we had was the 2 Bundesliga TOTS honorable mentions. 3 92 rated Team of the Season honorable mention cards are obtainable from this SBC. All you have to do is turn in 3 84 rated squads with a Team of the Week or a Team of the Season. Now, a lot of people are looking at this and saying, Nate, why do I want to spend 96,000 coins worth of fodder to get these cards? These are honestly some of the easiest ways to get TOTS cards if you need fodder in SBCs. An 84 squad with a Team of the Week is not that hard to do. If you're doing even a little bit of menu grind right now, putting all of your gold commons and 2 rares into the TOTS crafting upgrade, maybe opening those and rinsing into the premium Bundesliga upgrade pack just to have a chance and pack in some Team of the Seasons, you're going to end up having a lot of cards, 82, 83, 84, 85 rated from specifically this TOTS crafting upgrade that will help you get plenty of the 84 plus team of the weeks done and that 2 Bundesliga TOTS SBC done just because it requires 84 squads. So I actually think that's a good value SBC for some cheap TOTS fodder if you're doing at least a little bit of a menu grind right now. It doesn't take a lot of work to get some fodder in your club like that, just from the provisions packs and the daily bronze, silver, and gold upgrades, mostly the daily rare gold upgrades, getting you a lot of TOTS crafting upgrade packs here, which give you, just like you see right there, an 84 Doomfreeze. You get basically an 83 every single pack, and probably multiple of them in some packs too. Now, the last part of yesterday's content was, of course, the Champions League final being set because we had the second semifinal, and it was PSG who prevailed over Bayern. I was kind of rooting for Bayern because I have a Conrad Leimer, but even those Bayern cards like Musiala and Leimer are going to get a +1 because the game ended up in a draw yesterday. It was a 1-1 score line, but of course, PSG go through on aggregate, and that means Doué and Barcola are both going to get a +1 and a third play style plus, but Musiala and Leimer, as I mentioned, are still going to get a +1 overall because that is the boost, of course, for drawing or winning in the second leg of the semifinal games. But of course, Musiala tanked, right, from 1.5 mil down to 500K where he currently is right now. If there's anything that we can go off of in relation to this Sorloth card, this is a card, the Musiala, I'm meaning, that could actually be invested in. Sorloth, of course, from the Tuesday game against Arsenal, he went from 280 down to 95K, got even cheaper the next morning. Yesterday morning on Wednesday was 80,000 coins, and since the panic has ended, he's up to almost 120,000 coins once those two cards sell. I would recommend watching this Musiala today. I'm not sure how low he goes, but if we're talking like 500,000 coins, 520 again, we'll see how low he goes, right? But sometime today on Thursday, he actually might be viable because that is the best Musiala card that we do have in this game, and people might be interested in using it. Now, for these cards, I can't believe the price that I'm seeing for this Doué. I mean, yeah, he's getting a third playstyle plus and he's getting a +1 overall, but he's more expensive than 4 playstyle plus team of the season cards that are in this game. And yeah, I get it. He could go to a 96 rated card in a few weeks for sure. It's at least a couple weeks when the Champions League final is going to be played. But that to me is a card that you just got to sell. I don't know. That price seems out of this world, outrageously overpriced to me with the other cards we have in team of the season. Now, again, it's the live upgrades that keep these cards inflated. But of course, once the live upgrades go away, these cards will drop. I will tell you this, if you have a Doué left, if you have a Beraldo left, a lot of people are trying to Evo Beraldo before his upgrade, thinking that he might, get super boosted in terms of the stats. If you put a third playstyle plus on this card, it could get overwritten. Just remember that. So be careful with that one. But I think you want to sell a Doué or maybe Hincapie as well from Arsenal. You want to sell these guys during the UCL final. There's no telling what their price will do between now and the UCL final. They probably will get price range updates, but you're going to want to sell them during the game or before the game because after the game, yeah, sure, they're going to be getting that 96 overall upgrade, but there's so many people that are holding on to these cards and waiting for that, especially for like Vicky Lopez, who's now extinct after her latest upgrade of the Finesse Plus and the +1 overall yesterday. She's extinct at 420,000 coins, especially for this card. So many people have invested in it, and when there's no upgrades left, even for the card that wins it all, usually you do see a price drop off. So that would be my recommendation if you're holding long term on any of those UCL cards. Their prices probably will stay pretty inflated until we get towards those final games. Now, let's talk about the League One team of the season news. EA dropped a loading screen yesterday. We know this team is going to be coming in packs. We looked at the leaks yesterday. The one thing I failed to mention, though, is this is the first week of team of the season where there's going to be 4 playstyle plus cards, all 97 rated in the squad. We have Chawinga from the NWSL, Chawinga from D1 Arkema, and of course we have Vitinha from PSG, who are going to all be 4 playstyle plus cards. That's actually kind of crazy. Now we're going to take a look at those leaks once again, just look at the full team. But what we're on about today are the SBC leaks. We have got big names and some other interesting SBCs that have potential, but I just think EA is not going to deliver on the level of which they could. Let's start with a big name, guys. We had Leonard Carl last week. we're getting Kvaratskhelia this week, most likely tomorrow. He's going to be our big Friday team of the season SBC, and these are the official stats for his card. 94 pace, 94 dribble, 92 shooting, 91 pass, rapid, finesse, game changer plus. 5-star, 5-star as always for Kvaratskhelia. There's definitely an interest with this card. Great timing with the current success of PSG. A lot of people are excited about this card. I want to be excited about this card, but then I look at the stats and I see a card that doesn't look super unique to me, especially after I've just completed the Heung-min Son SBC a couple of weeks ago, the Marco Reus, the Angel Di Maria. I know they're not all left wings or left mids. Heung-min Son is, but like those stats don't pop off the card to me and be like, wow, this card's going to be insane. Now he's going to be good in game, and if this is a card you want to get, like, hands down, try to go for it. I hope EA make it affordable because it needs to be. It needs to be affordable, right? We saw Di Maria be really affordable. Leonard Carl was really affordable as well. I mean, this Kvaratskhelia is like 900,000 coins in the market, and it hopefully is going to be a Leonard Carl situation where this card comes in at like 400K, where he had the other version on the market that was more expensive. But that's kind of the biggest SBC that we're going to be getting during League One TOTS, at least it seems right now. But that's what I'm looking at this and seeing. I'm seeing a card that looks good and has hype, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be excited about, but it doesn't move the needle after multiple weeks of cards that have looked similar to that. But this is what I'm really was interested in, and what I really want to talk about today is I'm just asking EA the question, if they're listening, I don't know if they are, why not? This was a leaked tweet here of Osimhen and Yilmaz coming as Super League SBC players during this week of Team of the Season as well. These were predicted stats before we had the official stats leaked. Look at that Yilmaz card. That would be such a fun card to have via an SBC. We would be so excited as a community to use a Yilmaz and or an Osimhen with stats like that because they'd be super juiced. Like, why not? What is wrong with EA releasing cards that would be this good? 3 playstyle pluses, they don't even have to be the most meta PS pluses. They could maybe say, okay, we're going to juice the cards up this crazy stat amount here, 99 pace. Like, imagine a 99 pace Yilmaz with 97 physical, really juiced dribbling and shooting, like even make it a little bit more expensive. Like, that's the type of SBC that would get us interested. That would get us excited right now in this game. Same thing with the Osimhen. Give us a reason to use these cards that we didn't know we wanted to use. But instead, what we have are the official stat leaks for these two cards. Seeing Yilmaz with 98 pace and 97 physical, which does look cool, but 89 shooting and 88 passing with the inventive, the low driven, and the rapid plus. Like, if they would give the shooting, passing, and dribbling plus 3 or 4 on top of what they have there, and maybe if they're going to go with those playstyle pluses, like maybe plus 5 in each of those stats, like that would have been exciting and that would have been fun. And that's really my question, is like, EA needs to do something to keep Team of the Season fresh. We said this at the beginning of the promo. It's going to get old. This is the Team of the Season promo that now feels like it just goes on week after week, and EA's got to do something to spice it up. A max 90 Evo every Friday is cool, but then you're like, all right, I'm good for the week. What's the next Friday content going to be, right? Well, now we know we've got Kvaratskhelia, who doesn't look that unique. Looks good, not that unique. But the other stuff that we're getting doesn't really look crazy either. So I'm like, what does EA have to lose by dropping a Yilmaz that would have stats like this? This card would be fantastic to try out and so fun to use. That's what I'm just confused with right now with Team of the Season. It feels like the effort that EA is putting into content is not that high. Like, it's just copy pasta kind of feeling. And it's that feeling of lack of effort in terms of the SBCs specifically for me that is just making Team of the Season feel like it's dragging on, and it kind of feels like it is. Now, this is the official stats for the Osimhen card. Rapid, quick step, 97 pace, 89 dribbling. That's not good enough for this stage of the game. If these two guys are inside of the same SBC and it's super cheap, maybe. But again, give us a reason to use the card, not just release a player that people would be interested in with mid stats. Now, there are a couple of leaked SBC players that could be interesting. This Rose Lavelle, she had a Team of the Year card, if you guys remember, Team of the Year honorable mentions. That card was crazy. This one could be really good as well. These are not official stats, so we'll say that. We're going to have an Olivier Giroud SBC as well. That one should be fun. Now, that's one to think about. 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot EA. Don't mess it up. Give us a nice little card there, and we can have some fun with the Giroud. We got a Rongier, and we have Doué. That's Desiree Doué's brother. Forgot about that. We were reminded yesterday in the stream that is his actual brother. Center back Doué, though, not a attacking PSG duet, center back duet from what is that? Is that Strasbourg? Forget the club badge there. But those are not official stats. Those are just some of the names of SBCs that we will have during the rest of League One Tots. And then again, we have the full official stats leaked for all the cards that are coming in packs for this week of Team of the Season. It's 4 leagues once again, and it does look like, as we talked about yesterday, that EA has juiced the stats up on these cards. There are a lot of crazy 96 stats on these cards, like Sangare looks nuts, Masukubo looks pretty good, Zaire Emery looks good, Ousmane Dembele, actually, there's some shouts that this card is going to be better than his Team of the Year card, with him only being 95 rated, technically, comparing him to how good his Team of the Year card is. His Team of the Year is 97 rated, and this card has the same pace, the same shooting, 1 better dribbling, and 3 better physical, and arguably better playstyle pluses. Quick step, the finesse, and the technical. The Team of the Year Dembele has got the first touch, the rapid, and the low driven. But what are the odds that you get your hands on that card anyway as a 95 rated, which is crazy. 95 rated versus the 97 that was in Team of the Year. That's pretty wild. I mean, this team does have some gems. Once again, even some of the 93 rated cards in here, like Endrick, look pretty good, stuff like that. But again, it's the SBC of the Evo content that really get us logging on to this game, especially in the cycle of Team of the Season that we're in. And that Max 90 Evo tomorrow seems interesting, but I feel like the SBCs are just lacking. Let me know down in the comments what you guys feel about this and what you feel about the state of Team of the Season. I know a lot of people are just frustrated at the moment. There's no unlimited pack grind that feels like it's worth it. You can do a lot of upgrade packs, as we mentioned, with the TOTS crafting, and it can give you fodder, but it just doesn't seem cool to be doing 3 83x14s at this stage of the year when we had that same SBC out literally like 5 months ago. I think the 8314 was out during Team of the Year. So those are all the leaks that we have, and that's the conversation I wanted to have with you guys about content. Now, real quick, before we get into what's happening today on Thursday, I want to talk about what's happening early today on Thursday. That's Rivals rewards, and I actually need to go win, I think, one more game. I've just kind of slapped together a little bit of a run using my new red pick Fudala that we got yesterday from 9 wins. That was crazy. So trying to get 2 more points to at least get a couple of Rivals packs done and dusted. But I do want to talk about the market because Bundesliga Team of the Seasons are going to move today, and I think other parts of the market are going to move as well. Guys, if you haven't looked at the market on Thursdays in the past couple of weeks, go look at some graphs because prices move very, very well upwards. That is. Now, these Bundesliga TOTS cards are going to be in packs. They might get supplied a little bit. Hop on bids for these cards. And I think you could make some pretty decent trades today, especially on the middle to low tier cards that people want to buy. Like this Stiller, very popular player. I mean, yesterday his graph didn't move as much. He went all the way down to 270, did reach a price of almost 300,000 coins again, but that's a card that a lot of people want to use. Maybe he's 250 today after rewards, maybe 260. You get involved there. I like the out of packs cards really good too, and as you can kind of look and see on the market right now, some of them are already starting to move up, like these Prem Tots cards. Timber, 245k, and if you take a look at their prices, out of packs prices in previous weeks on Thursdays with Rivals rewards, you get that coin injection and you see the market move up pretty good. So I like the Prem Tots. Look at the Serie A Team of the Seasons. Look at all the Team of the Seasons that we've had released so far. And if you see some good prices out there, do not be afraid to buy cards because people will be getting coins today from rewards and they will be going and using those coins most likely to pick some players up for their team. That's a trend we've seen every Thursday. Now, also, really easy way to make coins today, like incredibly easy, is the 85 rateds once again. These 85 rated cards yesterday, some of them hit 3,000 coins. Take a look at this. They were 1.8k, went all the way to 2.8. Some of them even did hit 3,000 coins. These cards should be winnable on bid again today and like 1.5k. How low did they go last week on Thursday? Let me see real quick. On Wednesday, early Thursday, they were at 2.5k, and then they went all the way down to 1.1. That's a joke. If these cards go to 1.2, 1.3 today, stock up because they're going to go to 2,000 coins later tonight for content. Even for Friday night, after the content drop release, they should be going back up as well. Did that happen last week? Friday after content, 2.1, and they were 1,000 coins after Division Rivals rewards on Thursday of last week. So get involved on 85s and 86s once again. Even on like 89 rated cards, we've got a player pick that's refreshing today that people might be doing once again. So you see here with Rivals, actually last week, yeah, they went down with Rivals rewards Thursday after they went from 6,000 coins on Wednesday to 4K on Thursday, and then Friday night, boom, up to 7,000 coins again. That's granted we get good SBC content, but I think 89s would be very good to get on bids today as well. And I mentioned that player pick SBC that's going to be refreshing. That is the 91 plus 1 of 3 TOTS pick. That was actually a part of content that we kind of felt like we were missing yesterday. We didn't have a week 3 TOTS player pick. It was the one that we had on Tuesday, I guess, that kind of takes the place for that no rating guarantee TOTS pick. So this one is worth doing. I'm going to be hitting it twice today. The 86, 87, 87 rated squad. So get on those bids for 85s, 86s, and 87s because people will be needing those to get that SBC done as it does refresh today. Now, the last part of content that we're maybe looking out for today on Thursday would be that end of an era SBC that was leaked that hasn't been released yet. However, I believe we've also not seen the Carrasco SBC. We may not see this pop end of an era card. She may go into the SBC gulag, as it's called sometimes, and maybe won't be a card that we actually see until Ultimate Team of the Season. That's just a guess as of right now, but I'm going to say that maybe Carrasco is our most likely chance of an SBC player today, and that the Alexander Pop may be some time later down the line, or maybe they will both be today. I'm not entirely sure, but I will say this, expecting a slow day of content today on Thursday. We've had good Thursdays before, but I don't really see how this one's going to be good. I will say, watch those center back cards. Like, I'm going to bid right here on Mickey Van de Ven for 1.15. I missed an opportunity to make such easy coins on this card yesterday. Bought 1 million coins. This dude sells for 1.3. Like, that's why I'm okay bidding 1.15 here. If we end up winning this, I'll be able to sell them for 1.3. Those max 90 center backs are moving on the market for the Evos, and you can make some coins with them. So I'm going to go spend some of my other coins here real quick, get those last 2 Rivals points, and we will check in with a Thursday content drop today and see if there's anything interesting. Also, guys, I just want to mention this. A lot of people were responding to this tweet that I put out talking about EA and how much money they made during the first quarter of this year. Just wanted to mention this on the video right here at the end. EA released their financial results for the first quarter of 2026. They have a fiscal year, which is weird. They're not a calendar year end. Accountant talk. Sorry. Basically, this is between Team of the Year and Foot Birthday is when these financial results are coming in for. They made more money in FC26 in that time frame than they did in FC25. Now, this is not, of course, including the recent kind of feelings of the game of everything going down, engagement going down, a lot of frustration everywhere. This is including Team of the Year, but it's also being compared to last year's Team of the Year. So I find it very interesting that EA is still keeping up, at least from earlier on in the year, with the money side of things and how much money they're making on this game compared to FC25, even with the state of things being what it is. I guess we'll have to see their next report of financials, which will be probably, if they've just reported in May, they'll probably report again in like August, I would imagine, for how the money is like happening right now and how much money they're making at this very moment. It will be very interesting to see how that goes and what they say with the state of the game. But I guess that just shows that EA is still selling store packs. They're still selling Evos and the season pass as well with that news that we see right there. So again, guys, drop your comments down below, and I will see you for a stream today on Thursday. We'll be playing some games. We'll be getting in the market, making some coins, and opening our packs and trying to pack Harry Kane for one last day. Love you guys though, man. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, drop a thumbs up on it, and I will see you in a stream today. It's been Nate, the FutAccountant. Have a great Thursday. Peace out.